As President Trump waved to his supporters leaving to his West Palm Beach club on Saturday, a federal judge said that one of his orders may be out of bounds in a proclamation signed on Friday. The president declared the Venezuelan gang Tren de Aragua invading the United States and ordered the arrest and deportations of its members without typical due process. The president cited a 1798 law called the Aliens Enemies Act, which has only been used a few times in United States history, including World War I and World War II on Saturday. A federal judge blocked deportations with a 14-day restraining order. He said planes already in the air carrying deportees should turn around. In a statement, attorney Pam Bondi said judge quoted, supported Tren de Aragua terrorists over safety to Americans. President Trump is testing the limits of authority on immigration on Friday in an annual visit to the Department of Justice.
Oh, people that come into our country are all wonderful people. No, they're not wonderful. These are stone cold killers. These are killers they make our killers look nice by comparison.
The AP reports the Trump administration will pay El Salvador $6 million to hold members of Tren de Aragua. What is up, guys? Tyson De La Cruz here. Thank you so much for rocking with me. President of the United States, Donald Trump, number 47, invoked his authority to deport nearly 300 of the Tren de Aragua gang members to El Salvador. Shout out to everybody watching. Drop your comments down below. Smash the like button. Here is what Caroline Levitt had to say about this.
In just 1 month, President Trump has used his executive authority to secure our southern border. It proves that everybody who claimed we needed a border bill was wrong. We just needed a new president who actually cared about securing our homeland and enforcing our immigration laws. You mentioned daily gotaways, 77. That's an astronomical decrease from the previous administration. There's been a 99% decrease of illegal migrants crossing through the Darien Gap. If you talk to Border Patrol agents and ICE agents, they will tell you that camaraderie in these agencies is at an all-time high because they are actually being allowed to do their jobs. In breaking news this morning, Maria, the president signed a proclamation invoking the Alien Enemies Act against Tren de Aragua members who have invaded our country. These are the most violent, heinous criminal monsters you could ever imagine. They have taken the lives of innocent American women like Jocelyn Nungray and Laken Riley, and the president invoked this authority to deport nearly 300 of them who are now in El Salvador, where they will be behind bars where they belong rather than roaming freely in American communities. This is a massive win for the American public, and it is going to save lives.
After I share this video with Oscar Blue talking about this situation, the deportation of 300 Tren de Aragua gang members to El Salvador, we're going to take a look inside of the El Salvador prison, which houses a lot of these gang members.
Again, Nayib Bukele put in the example to the world that a problem with a terrorist organization can be resolved immediately. Marco Rubio went down to El Salvador to talk about how they can take care of these criminals. Nayib Bukele said, no, don't even worry about it. I'll do it in a minute. I took care of this situation in El Salvador, eliminating the MS gang and eradicating this cancer from my country and bringing peace to my people. Created the biggest prison in the whole Latin America that is called Center of Confinement of Terrorism, locking up every single MS gang terrorist. Immediately, he designated all of them terrorists, taking away the power from the United Nations, eliminating OIM, eliminating UNHCR from having power over the rights of these criminals, over the rights of the good people. Nayib Bukele said human rights of the good, hardworking people are more important than these terrorists. Immediately, the United States of America, because of the open border policies of Joe Biden, acknowledged and admitted this cancer into their society that is called Tren de Aragua. We documented this gang in 2021 in a caravan. And we rang the bell to the United States of America that these delinquent individuals that were coming into their borders, they caused a lot of harm. They assassinated. They raped. They completely destroyed the peace in communities in Chicago, in Colorado, in New York. And immediately the Trump administration with Nayib Bukele took care of this problem, designating them as terrorists, flew them over to El Salvador and delivered them to the El Salvador government to take care of them in the most secure center of confinement for terrorism, that there is no possibility that they are going to be escaped, and they are going to be treated as what they are. They are terrorists. Question is why? Why every country in Central and South America has not taken this decision? Immediately, a first-class world country like the United States of America said, yes, they are terrorists. Here you go, Nayib Bukele. If you want to help me, let's come to an agreement and you take care of them. Nayib Bukele said, no problem. I don't got no problem, but if you want a problem, there's no problem. Immediately, Nayib Bukele said, I'll take care of your problem. I know how to eliminate this cancer. What is taking so long to Mexico? Canada designated the cartels as terrorists. United States designated the cartels as terrorists. Why you not designating the cartels as terrorists? Why you're not eliminating this problem? They just found an extermination camp in Jalisco that is now designated and being called as the Auschwitz of Mexico, where hundreds and hundreds of people were tortured, were extortion, were kidnapped. There was extraction of organs of children, pedophilia, killings, assassination, rape. Everything that you can even imagine that is basically designated as terrorism, and the president of Mexico remains quiet. And the president of Mexico remains quiet in terms to calling them terrorists, in terms to designating them as terrorists, in terms to extraditing these people to where they need to be extradited, into a prison like this, in terms to eliminating and eradicating the problem like it is right now. This is the reality. If a country has a cartel, has an organized crime operating freely, and the government knows about it, guess what? The government is part of it. The government is complicit. The government is receiving millions of dollars, and that is the number one reason why they don't want to eliminate this problem. The real cartel are the ones that they're wearing the suit and the tie, the ones that they don't want to call these people as terrorists. But today, Nayib Bukele put an example again to the world that he has the formula of how to bring peace to the citizens. Bukele just brought peace to the citizens of the United States of America, saying, don't worry, USA, I will take care of your 238 criminals. I know how to handle them. They're going to sleep really nice in this comfortable metal bed with no sheets, with not a comfortable pillow. They're going to receive their meals as what they are, treat them as humans as what they are. The human rights of these terrorists are not important as the average typical citizen that just wants to come back home and be with his family.
In Latin America, known as the Center for Terrorism Confinement, it opened its doors in 2023 after the government declared a state of emergency. The move limiting civil rights and allowing massive arrest of tens of thousands of gang members.
Aquí están esos sujetos que ocasionaron tanto luto y dolor en una sociedad.
The director says the detainees have to sleep on hard surfaces to avoid giving them mattresses that could be used to hide objects. Their diet consists of simple meals that repeat every day.
Frijol, arroz, un huevo duro en la mañana. El menú del desayuno se repite en la cena. El almuerzo lo único que cambia, un poquito de pasta y arroz.
It's all part of the president's tough stance on crime that some say solidified his re-election over the weekend. Bukele claiming a landslide victory with more than 2/3 of the votes processed, the president winning 83% of those votes. The government says the measures are working and the homicide rate has now dropped to 2.4%. This after just years ago, El Salvador was considered the most dangerous country in Central America. But the massive arrests have come with criticism. Under the current law, children as young as 12 can now be charged as adults. Also, mass trials can be held. And for those who end up here, the director says there is no separation even between rival gangs, all sleeping in the same large cells with no rights to visitation. the dark side to the radical change that brought peace to the streets of a nation.
And it's bringing safe streets to the United States of America. Get the Tren de Aragua gang out of here. Get them out of here. Let me know what you guys think about this. Hope you guys liked the inside look of the El Salvadorian prison. Drop your comments about this drop your comments down below. Smash the like button on your way out. Share, subscribe. And as always, guys, I'll catch you on the next one.